Now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce a talented young woman who has had the distinct honor of being nominated by her Europe community to be the student speaker at today's graduation. Please join me in welcoming Jeanee Beauchamp.
Good evening, honored guests in Class 3. My name is Jeanee Beauchamp, and in about 30 minutes, I will be a Europe Bay Area graduate. I'm sure that my classmates will agree that Europe is more than a program. It is a lifeline. And what I mean by a lifeline is that some of us came here in critical condition, not knowing if we will make it or not knowing what the future may hold. Young adults from urban communities have a lot of challenges. Some of us grew up in homes with no mothers or fathers. Some of us in communities where there were few opportunities and little guidance. Some of us were even forced to be adults at an early age. Many of us felt trapped, unable to escape those conditions. But at Europe, we proved ourselves wrong and realized that anything is possible. Sick from what the world was throwing at me, Europe felt like my last chance to prove I'm not going to be that person. The person who lets their past dictate their future. We came to Europe in our internships every day, not only fighting for ourselves, but fighting for each other. Each graduate in this room supported one another to make sure nobody would fire themselves from the program or make a bad choice by quitting. At the end of the day, Class 3, you know we don't want anybody to go. I didn't come to Europe looking for an easy ride. I was ready to work. In high school, I took the easy way out. Barely graduating from a continuation school, not taking my education seriously was not something I hadn't planned for myself. It just happened that way. Not knowing much about college, I didn't plan to go. Honestly, I didn't know what it meant to me. I didn't know anything about a degree or why I should even have one. I didn't realize the value. In 2009, after living on my own and having many halfway decent jobs, I decided to move back home and go to school. I was in school, but not into school. I knew that school was where I wanted to be and needed to be, but I didn't have a pathway. I didn't use the resources available to me, nor did I have the support to keep me interested and focused. One day I was sitting in class talking to Sherelle Gardner, a Europe Class 1 graduate, and she told me about Europe. With only a short description, I knew this program was what I needed. I went up to the space at 210 Spear Street, and I spoke briefly with Trevor Hooper about the program and its mission. At that moment, I knew I had to give Europe a try. I went home and I was going over the student contract. I was saying to myself, yeah, right, 1 second late and you earn an infraction, how would they know? Maybe the question should have been, how wouldn't they know? I thought Europe might be one of those programs that just fly by with no real structure. Was I wrong? Europe showed me different. Europe followed through with everything they said. If you were 1 second late, you earned an infraction. Didn't turn your homework in on time, you earned an infraction. Even if your cell phone went off at a break, that's how I earned an infraction. Yes, the cell phone infraction is dear to my heart, because that was my first infraction earned. Although it was hard getting used to some of the expectations of the contract, learning how to meet the expectations proved useful to me and helped me dramatically in the end. A year ago today, I was unsure about life and my future. I didn't have the support or confidence I needed to move forward. I was stuck, lost, waiting for the perfect opportunity to fall into my lap. Last week, I completed my internship at Salesforce.com as a junior support analyst. Working at Salesforce, my manager, Ebony Freelix, has given me the support I needed to find my inner confidence. I now plan to find a job in the IT field and further my education at City College of San Francisco. I came hoping that year would help me find my pathway. Now I know that I have a lifelong support system next to me to help me pave the way for my future. I know that I would not have been able to come this far without the support of my family, staff, donors, guest speakers, volunteers, managers, mentors, and my peers. Thank you. When I was selected to speak today, I started to think, what is my Europe experience all about? I was having difficulties figuring out my answer, so I decided to survey my fellow classmates to see what Europe has been to them. Brian Halcomb said, Europe has been educational and a rewarding experience. Brittany Richards believed, Europe has truly been life-changing. Bianca Craig wrote, Europe has been motivational and inspirational. And Emily Frias said, Europe has been a continuous journey. It has only begun. For me, Europe has been more than a program. Europe has been my lifeline, and Europe has been my community. Today I can say, not only did my life change for the better, I can also say I'm a better Jeanee. And for that, I want to thank you.